Welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be going over an Oyster Perpetual Datejust 31. That's right, this is a Datejust 31 in yellow gold, entirely yellow gold. A white mother of pearl style dial, diamond hour markers, fluted white or yellow gold bezel, as well with a matching yellow gold present bracelet. Reference number 278278. Extremely easy to remember, this reference number. All right, we'll be going over the case, the dial, the bezel, the crown functions, the movement, as well as the bracelet, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on all of these throughout this video. Alright, so beginning with the case, we have a 31mm case from finger to thumb. That is the diameter. As it is in the name, Datejust 31. It is made entirely out of yellow gold. As you can see, it also has that monoblock middle case, very high polish on every conceivable surface of this case, with the screw down case back, and the winding crown to ensure water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet. It also has the fluted style bezel, always made in a type of gold, in this case yellow gold. Originally it was made for the purpose of screwing directly onto the front of the case in order to achieve this waterproof system, but modern advances have made that sort of, well, a bit outdated and rather kind of not needed, but they've kept this fluted bezel look for that recognizability, because you know that it is certainly a Rolex, at least an Oyster Perpetual style Rolex. All right, now looking at the sapphire crystal on the front, it is also a scratch-resistant crystal with a Cyclops lens directly over that date aperture at the 3 o'clock position, as you can see. All right, and also leading down into the dial, we have a white mother of pearl texture. Now, each mother of pearl texture is actually unique. This one I find to be probably the most pleasing mother of pearl texture I have ever seen on any Rolex Datejust. If I move it just right, you can actually see that it actually radiates outward from the center of the dial, depending on the light source, obviously, and obviously depending on your angle. But from every angle, you can see all these different colors. I don't know if the camera is even able to pick up all of these colors, but you have to see it in person. The colors that you can see from this texture, this mother of pearl backdrop, is absolutely amazing. And that is, and no less amazing because the hour marks here are also in 18 karat white or yellow gold settings with round diamond markers, 10 diamonds in total. The only two that are not diamonds are the 12 o'clock and the 3 o'clock, the crown and the date aperture for, respectively. Now, looking at the functions of this watch, it functions as you would expect any other Datejust. All right, simply unwind the crown to the first position. You can then wind the watch. If you're at a dead stop, you can wind it up about 20 to 30 times. And once you start feeling that ramp and the damping, you can then stop because you've reached that maximum energy. All right, the maximum power reserve. All right, and now pull out to the second position. You can rotate the crown counterclockwise about a quarter turn to advance the date forward by 1. All right, so if you find yourself, say, on the 30th of a month, you can just turn about halfway and get to the 1st of the month, or to the 2nd if you happen to miss it. Okay. Also, pull out the crown to the final position. You can see that the seconds hand has indeed stopped, so you can move the minute hand as needed, as necessary, for precise time setting. Press the crown back in to start the watch once more. Wind the crown tightly against the case to ensure that superior water resistance. Now, what makes all of this work is the movement on the inside. You can't see it through the case back. You do get that precious metal content there in the form of yellow gold. All right. Inside, the movement is the caliber 2236 made in-house by Rolex. It has a plus or minus 2 second per day time differential after casing. It has the center hour, minute, and seconds hands with the instantaneous date with the rapid setting and the stop seconds for precise time setting, as I had just demonstrated. The oscillator is the newer Seluxi hairspring in silicon, and it also has the high performance Paraflex shock absorbers. So the silicon is essentially completely impervious to magnetism, and the Paraflex shock absorbers, as with all modern Rolex movements, prevents the movement from taking, from running inconsistently after taking some bumps. All right, so you can be assured that the movement will be keeping time accurately just fine in just about any situation. The winder on the inside that allows this thing to be automatic is the perpetual rotor, and it's also bidirectional, meaning that the natural movements of your wrist will keep the watch wound all the way up to an approximate 55-hour power reserve. Now, that is close to a little bit over a day and a quarter, or 2 days and a quarter. So you can set this down on a Friday evening and pick it back up first thing Monday morning. It'll still be keeping time. You may have to actually wind the watch depending on when you set it down and when you pick it up. Just be a little careful about that. All right. Now, looking at the framing of this watch, we have this President style bracelet. Not very common to see a President style bracelet on a Datejust, but a yellow gold Datejust with a white mother of pearl and diamond set dial. I feel that this warrants the President bracelet. And what makes the President bracelet so special is that it combines the best of both worlds when it comes to the Oyster style bracelet and the Jubilee style bracelets. The Oyster style bracelet has 3-piece links going across, so you have that, that security, that strength and durability, but you also have the semicircular links that together feel very soft, incredibly supple to the touch, and that is the sensibility of the Jubilee style bracelet. And combine those into one, you get the President style bracelet. High polished links down the center, satin brush finishing on the outer links with high polish along the sides of those, leading down to the concealed folding crown clasp, which only appears on these smaller Datejust Jubilee and President style bracelets. All right, so how to open this? The only way to open this is to simply get your finger underneath the top of the crown and lift it up, and it opens very easily. All right. Now, most situations, this will not actually open. You'd actually have to put something under there to actually open that clasp. All right. And taking a look on the inside, you can see that there are indeed hallmarks to verify that you are indeed working with precious metals, in this case, yellow gold, entirely for the bracelet. All right, while we're here, I can actually try it on the wrist and give you some more of my thoughts as to how it feels, how it wears in general. Now, my wrist is 7 inches in circumference. All right, so I'm getting an excellent framing of the bracelet, top and bottom, maybe a little too much depending on how you feel about it, but I'm actually okay with this, even though the dial is a bit smaller than I would like. I would prefer to have a Datejust 36, but a 31 works just fine here. Taking a little bit of a closer look, all right, I also have, again, that very good framing, and it's also actually very easy to read, considering that this is a high contrast sort of dial. What does that mean? The white mother of pearl is a white color, while we have the diamond hour marks being, pretty contrasty with those yellow gold settings, right, as you can see. And it makes it very easy to tell where the, hour and minute hands are, easy to tell the time, easy to read on under that Cyclops lens, the date at least. All right, and when it comes to the weight, I can tell that I'm wearing a watch, but it is incredibly light. It's actually difficult to tell which side is heavier than the other. So the counterweight of all of this gold within this bracelet, acting against the case here, is actually very perfect. I have, it's also, I also measured about an 11, just a little under 11 millimeters in thickness, and also a, I believe, 43 millimeter lug to lug distance. If I'm wrong on that, be sure to correct me, but it's actually incredibly tiny on my wrist at least. And it's actually a very good counterweight against this case. So the center of mass, center of gravity for this watch directly in the center of my wrist. It's very hard to tell. Actually, I cannot feel this moving around at all. So this will stay on the wrist. Assuming you keep it nice and snug, it doesn't really have a chance for, any drift over the wrist. So you have that peace of mind and that security there. All right, so enough of what I think. What do you think about this watch? And yeah, let us know what you think down in the comments below. Would you get something like this with a mother of pearl dial? And how do you feel about this president style bracelet on a Datejust 31? I would expect to see this on, more of a day-date style watch. And, and certainly it did debut on the day dates back in the day, but now it is available on these Datejust style watches, giving you sort of that day-date experience without, spending a little bit more to get the addition of that day complication. All right, so hit that like button if you like this video, if you learned something. All right, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch like it, new, discontinued, or even used, visit our site, jazztime.com, links in the description below.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.